Hello gamers and welcome back to KaPoTA Keep and Play or Throw Away with Kaiserpunk, second video. We're still in the tutorial. Now the advice says trade the lifeline of every city. The world might be devastated, its long-standing trade routes severed, but life always finds a way. If history taught us something, it's that trade is the lifeline of every city and therefore it's a path to prosperity. Kaiserpunk offers you the means to trade locally through the market building, where you are able to buy and sell resources. However, pay attention to traders' behavior. The trader will not always offer the same assortment of resources. His purse is not limitless, and his prices will not stay the same over the course of the game. Locking in. Once you open the market, you might find yourself wondering how this works. Kaiserpunk's mechanic of buying and selling looks daunting, but in reality it's simple. You're offered with three choices: the amount of resources you wish to trade with and whether you wish to buy them or sell them. When you decide the number of certain resource you wish to see in your stock and set it in the trading panel, the system will buy if you have less than the entered amount, and it will sell if you have more than the entered amount. That's cool. In addition, if you only wish to sell or buy a certain resource, you can do so by clicking and locking the sell button. Meaning if you lock the sell button, the system will only buy the resource until you reach a desired number. And locking the buy button will sell the excess until the moment you reach the desired number. The moment trade is complete, you will receive a notification in your notification log. Good. And yeah, we need to construct a market. It's going to need electricity, apparently. Let's put it here opposite the main building. Instantly appears. Ensure the building is working. Building is not working. We have an insufficient workforce. So let's get some more people in. High density housing for laborers. We can build that. There we go. Nighttime right now. What does this notification say? We need to sell plywood. So trading list, add a resource, and we're going to trade plywood. We're going to sell. This is the amount of plywood we want in our stock. Let's say it's going to be, we can add it like this as well. Let's say it's 400. Click to prevent selling, so I can temporarily lock that, and I can prevent buying the resource. Okay, now we should be selling. Let's speed things up. Yeah, they're working hard on the field. Lovely. Okay, there's just this advertisement thing. It would be cool to walk around as well, like an Enno. Not sure if that's possible. Okay, we did sell. We reached a new development level. Level 2, trade with local smuggler finalized. Now we need to buy ale. It's a very important good. Let's buy until we have, let's say, 40. And let's click to prevent selling. There's no information here. Oh, I misclicked. Go back. Here we get 8 notifications. In particular, we get like New development levels for the various categories. What is this? Time remaining? One day. We need 40 technicians. Oh, to salvage all this. I see. I don't think we can get technicians yet. We need to reach living level, a higher living level. That's a shame. We have 138 unemployed laborer. Let's get some more electricity. Okay, good work, Governor. I hope you'll familiarize yourself with how markets and trade work inside the city. Naturally, the trader will visit you occasionally, but his stock will change with each visit. Bear in mind that the world as it is might impede his travels, resulting in longer journeys or inventory changes. As for the alcohol stockpile you provided, it will come in handy for times to come. Quality alcohol, like the kind the smuggler supplied us with, is hard to come by these days. How do I know? Well, I had a tasting session with the smuggler. Chapter 2. Okay, finished the first tutorial episode. It's actually an achievement. With their first objective completed, the governor and his men enjoy their newfound peace. A hidden oasis that brings life to this war-ridden land. Just like in a fairy tale, but fairy tales are, unfortunately, fairy tales, sweet and short-lived. Those who stand for nothing fall for anything. Alexander Hamilton. Oh. This ain't good. They hit the church building. I need to turn down the volume a bit, I think. I like that they are like those intros. Okay, they are retreating. Oh no, they've destroyed the bridge. Cuffs, Governor, are you safe? Unharmed. Here, it's damaged as well. That's cool. Men, form ranks and escort the governor to safety. We turn up the volume a little bit again. Find me someone who can tell me what happened, and I want to know who was on watch today. Seems like you lot have forgotten the discipline that was instilled in you. Apologies, Governor. I lost my cool there. I'm relieved to see you're safe and unharmed. Unfortunately, our lookouts have been killed, which is why the enemy was able to get so close without us noticing. If I had to guess, I'd say they're either allies of the former inhabitants or part of their main force. Whoever they are, we cannot let this go unpunished. Our men may have given up war, but this is different. They will gladly fight to defend their home. We'll need someone to lead them in the field, and I know just the man. Governor, I regret to inform you that due to recent events, all trade has been suspended. The smuggler states that he doesn't feel safe in our region, so he won't be returning until we have dealt with the issue. Governor, I have collected data and placed available maps on your table. My suggestion is that you consult them about our state of affairs so we can plan our next step. Okay, now we need to open the world map, which is up here. The world. In Kaiserpunk, the world is divided into 100 distinct regions. Wow. Which is each with its natural resources that can be exploited for your home region. To access the world map, you have to click on the world map icon. Okay. Map types. If you look closely at the bottom of the map screen, you will notice different categories of filters that will allow you to see the world differently. To provide accessibility and in-depth strategy, you're presented with additional filters to choose from. Oh, we're in Central Europe. Cool. There's Iceland. It's actually the world map, which I think is nice. Layout of the world, it's time to assemble the troops and deal with the threat. In order to play properly, defend ourselves and neutralize the threat, we need equipment. Good thing our men have kept some of their gear tucked away for precaution. I will make sure they get extra rations for their foresight. Their gear will suffice for limited combat operations as soon as you build the base. They will muster and await your further instructions. Construct a building, a military building. Interesting. So we've got like 3 building slots here. Training. Army units do not fall from the skies or magically appear in Kaiserpunk. In order to field an army, you have to establish a military base that will grant you 1 army that you will be able to field on the world map. Army types. There are 3 different branches of the military in Kaiserpunk. Aviation, which rules the skies, the Navy, which rules the seas, and the ground units, the salt of the earth. Army cards and units. A battalion is represented by an army card on the world map. Each battalion or sea or air unit can host 8 different units. For example, you could create an entire infantry battalion, or you could go with artillery and tanks included, creating combined arms. Armaments. Naturally, the army can fight with sticks and stones, but in the 20th century, it's unadvisable to let them do that. To properly arm your men, you need to secure a production chain of resources associated with military. If you do not have the required resources to supply the army, its quality will drop, and that will incur penalties for attack and defense. Okay, we need to construct a military building. A military base, actually. So I guess we can just click on this. Owner Liberty Ridge. Choose a region upgrade to build. We're going to build airbase, tax office, mining, infrastructure, farming, outpost, propaganda, factory. Huh. Does it maybe depend on which slot you go for? Okay, here we can build several. Okay, I guess country upgrade, Central Europe, okay, well, maybe we can do it here. Garrison, militia, factory complex, tax, airbase, farming, infrastructure, mining, construct military base. Where do I do that? Mining site, factory, airbase services, staging area for your air force. I guess an airbase is a military base. So let's build an airbase and see what happens. This will demolish the current upgrade. There are currently 0 upgrades in Central Europe. So let's do this. It's going to take 14 days. Rain type, resources, army stats, region stats. It's going to take quite some time, so let's do some stuff in the city in the meantime. There's so many resources to salvage. We do need technicians. How do I get those technicians? We need to increase our level. Where can I see the level? We could produce the brewery. It needs grain. So let's do that. Or can we upgrade our grain? Storage, local stock limit, mechanized farming, workforce needed is reduced, running costs reduced, or increased production. Let's go for that. And let's actually build another farm. Obviously, we need to connect it. Okay, buildings, no depot nearby. That's a problem. So let's actually move that building, because we can. Let's just move it here. And then let's get that brewery going. Nicely fits here. Plywood is decreasing. Let's speed things up a bit. We could go for a copper mine there. Zinc mine, copper mine. It just about does not fit, but it's okay. We're going to build it like this. Or wait, maybe I can move the building. Nice. No depot nearby. We need another depot for sure. Production buildings, flour mill, bakery, weaver, mining buildings, transportation buildings, depot. So let's put that right about here. Let's put it here because I won't be building anything. No, we can build it further east even. Yeah, let's build it here. And let's connect it. There we go. Is there like a help I could potentially open? Financial stacks, buildings over here. Military bases. Yeah, okay, this all counts as military bases, I think. So what can I do with the copper? Brewery, clothier, weaver, bakery, flour. It's nothing we need. Let's reduce the running costs. Increase production. Increase local storage once maybe, just to try it out. Increase production and reduce costs. But as we can see, it does not require additional resources. I think this circle that shows like this direct connection you can have between buildings, as shown here. Speed is maxed out. Let's take a look at the map. Still 8 days. Okay, this is actually not a timer. This is how long it takes to salvage the stuff. Basically, this means now with the new information, we can just move this. Can we upgrade this as well? Yeah, we can do coils, production cycle, plus 20%. Or reduce costs. Lots of plywood is involved. Would be cool to be able to upgrade several at the same time. That would be interesting, I think. Power substation, windmill, gravel road. Let's go for more gravel roads. What does that cost? Costs more to maintain, I see. But it's basically civilization. Let's build it here as well. I wonder if there are like decorative items. Show military. Oh, I didn't see. It's actually here. We need a military factory. What does it do? Let me quickly check. Quickly need to pause. Okay, here we are. I was kind of misled a bit by the map stuff and built this airbase. I didn't notice this. Oh, there's actually the military base. It allows us to create a battalion. Let's make this area our military. Needs to be connected to the depot. It will get its own depot, I think. But for the first one, we can just build it here. The men have been mustered and the army is ready. Our men are prepared to face the enemy. Morale is sky high. After all, they know what is at stake. Our army needs marching orders, Governor. It's time to leave the city and proceed to the battlefield. Although they hoped they wouldn't be summoned to the front again, this time they are fighting for something else. Give them their marching orders, Governor. Okay, deploy units. Let's deploy. How do I deploy advisor? In order to manage your army on the world map, you first need to deploy it. To do that, you have to press the army card on the world map. And choose a region where you want to deploy the army. That would be this one. Oh. First battalion. It's 4 dudes, right? 4 militia dudes. It'll deploy in 20 hours. Airbase is actually almost ready. And we can already go for the munitions factory. Produces ammunition, shells and bombs. But we don't have the resources we need for that actually. The normal factory, food rations, army rations. Excellent news, Governor. Our army is marching towards its destination. Once assembled, they will act under your orders. I shall leave you now in the capable hands of our military advisor, provided that he sobers up. You're being attacked. Region under attack. Minor. Central Europe. How do you wish to proceed? To battle. I want to fight that. Into the West Balkans. Let's march. Or they come from the West Balkans, actually. We are victorious. You have successfully defended your region. Governor, the enemy has attacked our troops, but they made a grave mistake by underestimating us, thinking we would be easy prey. After their first successful ambush, they grew bold, but our men managed to push them back. Unfortunately, we suffered casualties. However, because they are fighting for their home, men are applying in droves, allowing us to properly reinforce our weakened units. Okay, now we need to reinforce. How do we do that? Army cooldown. You should take into consideration that your men aren't machines. They require rest after being spurred to action. This rest period is represented by a cooldown. After you do an action such as attacking, moving to a different region, or boarding your units onto a ship, you will notice a clock located above your army. I can't see the clock. Maybe because already too much time has passed. That clock indicates the cooldown time before your army can do another action. The moment the clock disappears, your army is ready to act again. Various factors can and will influence your army cooldown, either shortening or prolonging it. Injury and death. During combat phases, your units will take damage from the enemy army. However, you can reinforce your troops with fresh recruits. If a unit is injured, you can reinforce it from the army panel screen on the world map or in the military base, using the same resources that were required to train it. But if a unit is completely destroyed, you'll have to retrain it from scratch, which takes longer. Okay, so then let's hit the reinforce button. It will cost us food rations and ammunition.
Loud and clear.
We are reinforcing. Yeah, it's nice that it gives you advice on, what to click and stuff.
Go ahead.
How long is it going to take? I don't know. We are supplied. Let's look. Okay, with their fighting strength renewed, our men await further orders. However, before assigning them a new task, it would be wise to attend to other matters concerning the army supply issue. Before we embark on a campaign to clear the wretches that attacked us not once but twice, we need to ensure our supply lines are sorted. It has come to my attention that this region is rich in natural resources, which will prove quite valuable to us. To start, we need to set up a production of iron and coal. Okay, construct an iron mine. It's cool that all the resources pop up in it. Yeah, including the distance sign. This is not iron, is it? No, it's zinc. So we've got iron here. Okay, we've built it. Let's get a gravel road. Here we can build decorations. That's really cool. Plazas and the likes. Well, that's basically a fence. A hedge. Trees for decoration. Daisy lawn. Okay. We need to ensure the building is working. There's no depot nearby. We needed one kind of in this area anyway for the upcoming military. we go. And now we need to construct a coal mine. Coal is here. There we go. We need to ensure it's working. We are going to need a depot. Let's put it here. Great work, Governor. The resources from those natural deposits will be crucial for more sophisticated production. If we're going to properly supply our troops, we need a functioning arms production chain. However, before that, we need more raw materials. We managed to do the first part well, but now we need additional resources. We must expand our mining facilities so we can increase our production capabilities and raw material output. So we need a zinc mine now. Zinc is available down here. Let's put it here. We have a low population count, and there's no depot nearby. Yet again. This depot will go right about here. When obviously it's not necessary to build that plant ahead because we can still move the buildings. Excellent. I can see our miners going to work with their heads held high. Our city is thriving thanks to their hard work. Now comes the challenging part. The ore that our workers have gathered needs to be properly processed and turned into advanced materials that we will use to start our arms industry. But this is what we're going to do in the next episode. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Until then, bye for now.